I spent 24 hours shiny hunting in the Indigo Disk DLC, all in order to shiny hunt my first Pokemon that I ever caught. But this journey certainly wasn't going to be easy. The Indigo Disk is home of the first ever Pokemon terrarium, or as I like to call it, the Pokédome. Inside the Pokédome, there are 4 massive areas, all with different themes that have a variety of Pokemon. But I will be starting in the Ice biome, and I know exactly what Pokemon to hunt first. Yes! A few weeks back, I joined PM7's Shiny Kanto Challenge, but instead of finding any shinies, I ended up just shiny hunting for Seal for literally 8 hours, all just to fail it and never see it again. Somebody clip that. I might have or may not have just failed the shiny.
No.
I'm not even kidding. So with the Seal outbreak on the map, I quickly knocked out 60 of them, and sure enough, with a little bit of persistence, I was finally able to get my revenge. Okay, that looks shiny. That's a shiny, right? That's a shiny Seal. That's a shiny Seal. Yes! Dusk Ball capture, shiny Seal, the first shiny of the 24-hour shiny challenge has officially been caught. My goal in this video is to not only find my favorite Pokemon shiny, but hopefully fill an entire box of shiny Pokemon, and this was the first of many. For my next hunt, I made myself a fairy sandwich, and I ran around trying to find a shiny Snubbull, but much to my surprise, I instead found some sparkly 2% milk. There's no way that's a shiny already, right? Is that a shiny already? That's a shiny! Oh my gosh, a shiny Milcery! Come on, stay in that ball. Stay in that ball. Let's go! And only a few minutes later, we got our pink Bulldog. Dogs will swallow ice cream whole and not even blink. Dude, I know. They're nuts. It's so scary. They're just... Oh, that what a what a terrible clip for me to find the shiny on. Oh, dude, this looks so good in this game. And not long after that, another cup of 2%, or at least I thought. That's a shiny Milcery. What are you talking about? Oh wait, is that not shiny? Oh no, it's not shiny. I just got faked out so hard. That was kind of crazy, actually. We don't have to talk about that ever again. But luckily, I did end up truly finding one shortly after. I suppose I should probably have some sort of plan for this challenge. So, because there are 24 hours of hunting, and there are 4 different biomes, let's say that I can only spend 6 hours in each biome, which in turn would actually make me super picky with what I want to hunt for. Oh, and I actually started this challenge while live streaming here on YouTube, and one of the chatters was struggling to find a shiny Smeargle. So, I decided to try it myself, and well, I kind of felt bad because I got not just 1, but 2 shiny Smeargle in a matter of 10 minutes. That's another shiny Smeargle. Oh no, Empath. I'm so sorry. At this point, I've already somehow hit 3 hours of hunting, and it was time to introduce the most exciting part of this challenge. For the first time ever, we can now find starter Pokemon in the wild. But in order to do so, you have to upgrade each biome using blueberry points, or BP for short. And getting this BP can be an absolute pain in the to grind out. So I called up my friend Vandy to help me complete some blueberry quests, so we took some pictures of Pokemon, destroyed other Pokemon, made some sandwiches, and soon enough I had all 12,000 BP I needed to unlock the starter Pokemon. But unfortunately, not my first ever Pokemon. Not yet, at least. And holy smokes, I thought I got lucky with the Smeargle, but this fire sandwich really said hold my beer, because within a few minutes, I found a shiny Scorbunny. That's a shiny Scorbunny! Oh, the first shiny starter of the dome is going to be a shiny Scorbunny. Dude, that looks so crazy! Critical capture, it's too easy, chat. It's literally too easy. And then another one. And at this point, I may have been a little bit too greedy. I would love to get a Chimchar before this sandwich is over. Yep, just like that, chat. I would absolutely adore to get a shiny Chimchar before this sandwich is over. Wouldn't you guys say? Would you look at that? All you have to do is just ask, shiny Chimchar, everybody. Oh my gosh, the sandwich is insane. This was my first of many sandwiches that gave me 3 shinies from 1 sandwich. Fair to say the Kanin game shiny luck is kind of crazy, and you should definitely consider subscribing if you want to get a little piece of it. I decided to chase after the other 2 starters in this biome, Torchic and Cyndaquil, and well, one of them was pretty easy to hunt, and the other one was borderline impossible. This kind of sucks. I mean, I'm complaining about shiny hunting a starter Pokemon in the wild, But still, like, we can all agree that this kind of sucks, right? Yeah, Cyndaquil was not a fun hunt. And, well, I quickly gave up on that, made his water sandwich, and went to look for Piplup or Oshawott. And, surprise! I don't think I despawned them all. And that's a shiny seal, right? I'm not tripping? That's a shiny seal. That's shiny seal number 2, ladies and gentlemen. With no shiny water starters and my self-made rule that thou shall not make a sandwich more than once per biome, I decided for the last hour I would hunt in the Chargestone Cave. So I made an electric sandwich and quickly got overwhelmed. And decided for my last sandwich that I would make a ground type, and with only a few minutes left in the polar biome. Well, I found a shiny Excadrill to end off the ice region, but unfortunately, I didn't have a clip show it, so here it is on the screen. This is me catching a shiny Excadrill. It's a great shiny. Let's move on to the next biome. After 6 hours of hunting, it was time to say goodbye to the polar biome and make my way over the blindingly bright bricks to the canyon biome. Unfortunately for me, though, that last hunt really set the tone for the rest of this challenge, and, well, this is when my patience really started to get tested. This biome houses a wide variety of Pokemon, including rock types, some water types, a few grass types, and even fighting types like Scraggy here. My first hunt, well, I made a fighting sandwich and ran around this rocky cliff top for 30 minutes and came up with absolutely nothing. So being as desperate as I was, I made a rock sandwich, ran onto this grassy cliff top, and was quickly rewarded with one of my absolute favorite shiny Pokemon. Oh my gosh, I almost missed that. I was so close to failing this shiny. Look at this thing. Oh, it looks so good. Oh my gosh, and just like that, a second shiny Cranidos in mere minutes. Oh my gosh. Okay, second shiny Cranidos. But that's still not my first ever Pokemon. That can only be found in the Savannah biome, which we'll get to that later. After those 2 shinies, I still had time left, so I jumped down the valley to hunt for an Alolan Geodude. And to my surprise, with seconds left on the sandwich, I was quickly put to shame. Hey, yo, that's a shiny Graveler. Do we luxury ball it? I feel like let's drop a luxury. I should have saved. I think these things can explode. I think I might have just messed up. I should have used a quick ball. Please don't explode. It exploded. I failed a shiny. My first failed shiny of the Indigo Disk is an Alolan Graveler. Remember when I said this wasn't going to be easy? I took the rest of the night to sleep, but instead, all I could think about was that Graveler exploding on me. The next morning, I jumped back up into the dome nice and early and was greeted by a horde of Tyrogue and Geodude. Without even thinking of my no same 2 hunts rule, I made a fighting sandwich and started the day feeling really good with basically back-to-back shiny Pokemon. Hey! I'm eating my bagel. Let's go! Shiny Tyrogue! Oh my gosh, there's actually a shiny Tyrogue! And it's just sitting and chilling and... Dude, oh my gosh, we got 2 shiny Tyrogues in under 3 minutes. After that, I needed a break from the valley and decided to go swimming, and right when I thought I had another bad sandwich... That's a shiny Horsey! Yes! That's 100%... Yes, a shiny Horsey! Oh, I thought it was so much more purpler than it is. It's more of like a teal. Stay in that ball. Boom. Love to see it. Heck yes. Nightfall was now upon me, and I knew I wanted to go for one specific ghost robot that conveniently glows in the dark. Looking for like a bright green where the yellow's supposed to be. Will not be an easy find. Oh, it's right there. That was actually a much easier find than I thought it would be. No way! Oh my gosh, that was what, 1 minute and 15 seconds and we found our first shiny Golett? Let's go! When the night was over, I saw for the first time a wild Cleaver, which was previously only obtained by an evolution of Scyther in Pokemon's Legends Arceus, so I thought it'd be really cool Pokemon to shiny hunt in the wild. But man, was it a difficult hunt. After doing picnic resets for what seemed like forever, I checked the time, did one last reset, and to my surprise... Come on. Oh my gosh! No way! The timer just hit 0 and there's a shiny Cleavor that pops up. Oh, yes! Dude! Cleaver didn't just make the hunt difficult, but she really didn't want to stay in that Pokeball either. 10 minutes later, I got it and realized that I had already spent 3 hours in the canyon biome, which means it's upgrade time. Upgrading the canyon biome gives a bunch of cool new starter Pokemon, and honestly, some of the best starters, except for that special one that only lives in the savanna biome. My first starter hunt, though, was with a grass sandwich for Trico. But instead, I found possibly the most boring shiny Pokemon I could have. Not long after, though, I found the starter Pokemon I was actually hunting for. Yes! That's the one! Oh, it looks so freaking good in this game, dude! Oh my gosh, the red tail looks amazing! Shiny Trico officially obtained. And since I still had 15 minutes left, I went underground to find the next starter, and it was so much easier than Trico. And that's a shiny one! Come here, buddy. I told you that was going to be a super easy shiny to spot. It's so hard to miss. With my grass sandwich out of the way and the only water starter being Squirtle, I made myself a fire sandwich in hopes of finding a shiny Litten. And in the process, I discovered this perfect cliffside that showed only Litten and was super easy to reset spawns. So I ran back and forth and back and forth and back and forth for the entirety of the fire sandwich, only to find nothing. Yet again, I saw this trend of a really good sandwich followed by a really bad sandwich. And because of that, for now the second time this video, I broke one of my rules. I really wanted a shiny Litten, so I went ahead and made a second fire sandwich. I know, even I'm disappointed. But I was so desperate, and I knew the next sandwich would be great if we were following the pattern. And I was right. Oh, there it is, there it is, there it is. Oh my gosh, that looks so good. It's so bright. What bright contrast do you have, Litten? Boom, shiny Litten. Oh, that's so amazing. I then tried for a shiny Tepig, and it only took 5 minutes for the shiny to show up. With 20 minutes still in the sandwich, I went back to Litten and found one in 10 minutes and another with just 30 seconds left on the sandwich. Oh my gosh, we did it! Another shiny Litten! Yes! With 30 seconds left, that's 4 shinies in one sandwich. And that is the entire Litten evolution line completed. I don't have to shiny hunt for Litten literally ever again. I'm now down to the last hour in the canyon biome. I have all of the starters I wanted, and I wasn't sure what to hunt for my last Pokemon. But that's when I remembered last night, and what happened to that shiny Graveler. It was honestly the only thing I could think of. So I jumped back down in the valley and made myself a rock sandwich. I ran laps around these Geodude and Graveler for 30 minutes and found nothing. And at this point, I only have 30 minutes left before the next biome, and I couldn't let Graveler be another seal incident. With another rock sandwich made, I kept running until I finally found another sparkly 2% milk. These things are literally everywhere, but I wasn't letting that milk stop me. I kept pushing through, and my determination finally led to me accomplishing my goal. Yes! Shiny Geodude, alright. Alright, there you are. Okay. Remember, we're going in hot. No saving. You just gotta catch it. If it explodes, it explodes. Quick ball, come on. Stay in that ball. 1, 2, 3. Oh, yes! But not only that, it gave me more than I could imagine. Oh, there's another shiny Graveler. Every time I look away, a shiny pops up. Oh my goodness, there it is. Look at that thing. You were the real Pokemon that I'm trying to get revenge on. You were the one that failed me prior. You will not fail me again, Graveler. Quick ball. You're gonna stay in the quick ball. No critical capture though. 1, 2, 3. Oh, yes! Revenge was indeed gotten as the final minutes ticked down in the canyon biome, and I was officially halfway done with this challenge. Only 12 hours remained between me and shiny hunting my first ever Pokemon. For that though, I had to move on to this next biome, which actually may be my favorite biome. Next up was the coastal biome, and I had no problem identifying my first target as I made a poison sandwich and set out to find a shiny Alolan Grimer. But I got nothing, and it was all because I clearly made a huge mistake. How could Kanan's first shiny Pokemon here not be a shiny Toucanon? It's literally in my name. I quickly made a flying sandwich and saw a ton of birds of various sizes, including the super tiny and barely noticeable Pikipek. And of course I had to check them all, and somehow I noticed one was a little bit different. Ooh, no, there's a shiny Pikipek. Yes, shiny Pikipek. Oh my goodness, we got it. Of course though, that wasn't really the target. I needed myself a cannon. Boom, shiny Toucanon. Yes. I then set out for the torchlit labyrinth to find myself a shiny Alolan Diglett and failed to find a shiny Gothita or Slowpoke. But I did find this Force Ghost of a Slowpoke at least. What is happening? Slowpoke, are you okay? Is that a shiny or is that a ghost of one? Is that a dead Slowpoke? What is that? Why does he look like that? Somebody help him. At this point, my no double sandwich rule is pretty much out the window, so I made another psychic sandwich and ran around outside looking for a shiny Execute. Then I got mildly distracted when I saw a wild Esper. Ooh, Esper also spawns here. I don't know what shiny Esper looks like. Like that, that's an Esper! Oh my gosh, look how adorable that is! Look at it, it's so cute! Oh my gosh, this is an absolutely underrated shiny Pokemon. Why aren't more people talking about this Pokemon? Wow, that's such a good shiny. Still looking for those rotten eggs, I made a grass sandwich and was greeted by this super big and scary dragon Pokemon. From the big scary dragon, I turned to try and find the beautiful pink hula dancer and got super lucky because in only 10 minutes. 2 minutes left, and that's a shiny Blossom! Wait, did I get the right one? 6 sparkle and thank you, tree. Oh my goodness, yes, shiny Blossom in the last 2 minutes of the sandwich as well. We love to see that. And just like that, the first 3 hours of the coastal biome were over, and I found myself back on the computer for an upgrade. More starters, more starters, more starters. But what do we go for first? Well, at this point, I'm not even thinking about the double sandwich rule, and I made myself a grass sandwich to look for the little monkey Pokemon Grookey. But when looking in the grass, it was almost impossible to see him, let alone isolate him with how many grass types there were. That was until I made my way over to what I now like to call Starter Beach. After running around for a while, I ran down by the water and saw Poplio spawn, so obviously I knew what the next hunt was going to be. I kept running and quickly found the first shiny starter of the coastal biome. Is that the shiny? Oh, that's the shiny! Yes! Alright, the first starter of the coastal region is officially in front of us. Grookey, shiny Grookey. Checked off the list. Let's freaking go. Not long after, I went for the other starter on Starter Beach, Poplio. And well, in typical Kanin Games fashion, I kind of went crazy. Within minutes, I thought I found a shiny. Is that a regular Poplio? Cause I think it is. I think that's a regular Poplio right there, huh? I really thought that was it, man. I thought that was a Poplio. I wasn't even recording. No. Oh, I did this whole bit. I found the shiny. I said, oh, that's the actual shiny that we could find, but it was this whole bit and I wasn't even recording. Papa Molly, I'm sweating. My gosh, just stay in the dusk ball, please. Critical capture. Why is that the one? I say something absurd and that's the one I catch it on. I say this absurd line from this random rap song, and that's the shiny that we get. Shiny Poplio, everybody. 9 minutes later, I found another one. And I'm not even kidding you, only 1 minute after that. There's no way. There's literally no way. There's no way. There's no way. We still have 10 minutes, and there's another shiny Poplio. Critical captured. Entire evolution line done in one sandwich. It's looking like the good sandwich, bad sandwich trend has officially stopped at this point. That was now 2 back-to-back sandwiches that I got shiny Pokemon with, and I am feeling good. Breaking my double sandwich rule for literally the 8th time at this point, I ran into the labyrinth with a water boost to hunt down everyone's favorite purple axolotl Mudkip. Well, 2 of them. Oh, whoa. I almost ran into him. So sorry, buddy. I didn't see you there, little guy. You should have honked the horn around the corner, big guy. Shiny Mudkip number 2. I then found myself torn between hunting for Chikorita, Bulbasaur, or Froakie. Froakie I already hatched shiny a while ago, and well, Chikorita was in that mess of grass-type Pokemon that I originally saw Grookey with, so I guess the next hunt's going to be Bulbasaur. But the problem is I have no idea where Bulbasaur spawns. Yet again, my patience was being tested as I just ran around and couldn't find it literally anywhere. I even looked it up on Cerebi and it told me it was in the Torchlit Labyrinth, so I made my sandwich, ran around, but didn't see a single grass-type Pokemon. That was when I made one last guess before moving on to a different Pokemon entirely. I climbed up to the top of the only mountain in the area, and sure enough, my determination led me to reaching my target, and boy were there a ton of Bulbasaur. Not too long after going back and forth on this giant rock, I spotted the lime green frog. Oh, whoa, stay up there for the shiny, get the shiny. Hello there, green frog. Oh my goodness, I thought the shell was gonna change a lot more, but it doesn't look like it is. It's just a shiny Bulbasaur. There we go, okay. Thank you, Bulbasaur. And somehow this biome just flew by and I'm down to the last hour in this tropical paradise. Looking off of this cliff, I saw the beach that I started this biome on and remembered that there was something that I still needed to find over there. I quickly made my poison sandwich in hopes to finish what I started. I ran around that beach and just over 15 minutes later... Yes! Oh! It's a regular Grimer. Why am I so... No, that's a shiny Alolan Grimer. Get over here. Yes, finally. Oh, we got the revenge that we wanted. And much to my surprise, there was actually another shiny that showed up. Wait, I think that's a shiny Tentacool. That's a shiny Tentacool. Oh, that looks awesome in this game. I love like the pale purple. Oh, that's so sick. For now, the third time in this challenge, I didn't give up and conquered my previous shiny fails. I've spent 18 hours shiny hunting in this dome, and it was finally time to enter the Savannah biome, home of my first ever Pokemon. And I mean a bunch of other Pokemon too, but more importantly, my favorite Pokemon of all time. To start off this biome, I wanted to make a ground type sandwich to hunt for the little green bug that's not a bug, Trapinch. And I was off to a great start because within only 8 minutes of the sandwich... Yes, that's a green guy. That's a green guy in the tan grass. I told you it was gonna be easy to spot. Dude, it looks like a toy. That looks awesome. Let's go. So much time still. And exactly 12 minutes later, I said I wanted to get one more, and there it is, another shiny Trapinch. Stay in the nest ball. There we go. Critical capture. Shiny Trapinch number 2. Once I cleared the land of green, not bugs, there was another Pokemon that I was super excited to hunt for since it was the first time it's on. There's no shot, right? That is a full odds shiny Tauros. Whoa! That's so sick! What I was trying to say is I really wanted to shiny hunt Blitzel since it's the first time it's been available on the Nintendo Switch. But I mean, hey, another shiny on the list. I quickly made my electric sandwich, and I mean, I saw a lot of Verbrava when hunting for Trapinch, but holy smokes, there were so many Zebstrikas instead of Blitzels. The hunt also had a Milcery outbreak right in the middle of it, and I can't make this up at this point. Yeah, these things are just everywhere, but apparently they bring good shiny luck because 1 minute later, and that's a shiny Blitzel seconds after getting the Milcery. Oh, that is very noticeable, and the eyes turn green. That looks so good. Oh, and the electric horn. You love to see it. But hey, this is exactly the start I was looking for. 5 shinies down in just 1 hour. That's that Kanin luck for you. You have absolutely insane shiny luck, and then you make a flying type sandwich, run around a bunch of Scyther and Doduo for 30 minutes, and get nothing. Okay, I can't really complain though, because after that, I went back to the other side of the biome, I made a ground sandwich, and found myself 3 shiny crocodiles in under 10 minutes. At this pace, I am so close to filling out my second box of shiny Pokemon. So, ignoring my double sandwich rule one last time for the challenge, I made another flying sandwich because I was determined to finish all the previous hunts that I've started in this video, including that green bird. But I was distracted again by a shiny Scyther. That Scyther wasn't going to stop me though. I still had 20 minutes left on the sandwich, so I kept running until I stumbled upon a wild Doduo just sitting there. Here we have a wild Doduo in his natural habitat. You could see it resting before it takes off from any predators. See how close we can get. And here we can get, you could see up close the texture on its feathers of this beautiful green specimen. A true puffball in the wild. Shiny Doduo. Let's go! Next was those pesky eggs that I started hunting for in the coastal biome. Hey, let's go! It's Christmas week, but we're celebrating Easter, baby! Oh, let's put these eggs in a carton, baby. Let's go. And before you know it, there was only 3 hours left in the 24-hour challenge, and I could finally upgrade the last biome in the giant Pokédome to shiny hunt my first Pokemon ever. First starter of choice was none other than Sobble, which mind you was not a super easy hunt. You could only see like 8 of them at a time since a bunch of other Pokemon are always spawning like Charmander. So obviously I knew what the next hunt was going to be. Is anyone else having deja vu? Oh, and there's also this little guy. But hey, I'm cool with that because just like the Tauros from before, that brought the shiny luck that I needed. That's a shiny Sobble. That is a shiny Sobble. That's a purple fin or pink fin. Yes! Let's go. Shiny Sobble. First shiny starter of the Savannah biome. That's another shiny Sobble. I almost ran away. Oh my gosh. I was this close. I was like, you know what? Maybe more spawn behind me. Come on, critical capture on the heal ball. Shiny Sobble number 2. And with those two found, I jumped over to a fire sandwich, and before I could even finish explaining the hunt... Listen, I have so many shiny Charmanders, but we couldn't do this video and not find at least one wild shiny Charmander, okay? And just like that, we found our target immediately. So, shiny Charmander. Dude, that might be the fastest sandwich we've ever made. That was less than 2 minutes. Since I already had this fire sandwich, the only other starter worth getting was Fennekin, but unfortunately, it was also surrounded by Magbees and Magmar, which I don't really need. So of course, what do I do but find one shiny of each? At this point, I'm exhausted. I've spent hours sitting in this chair, looking at this screen and running around this dome. But I told myself I would save my favorite Pokemon for the last hunt, and I still had 2 hours to kill. So I made 2 grass sandwiches and found 2 shiny Executor and a shiny Sawsbuck. And it was finally time to find the last and final Pokemon of this video, Totodile. Totodile was the first Pokemon that I ever owned back when I was a kid. I booted up my version of Pokemon Crystal, chose him as my starter, and fell in love with him ever since. He was the start of the obsession that would last over 20 years. The start of my journey that would lead me to eventually make this YouTube channel and make friends with the people that I look up to. He is the reason that I can now share this passion with not only thousands of people online, but my very own daughter. Without this Pokemon, I wouldn't be where I am today. Oh my gosh, that's it! That's the one! Oh my gosh! Yes! Yes! That is a shiny Totodile! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh, it's a shiny Totodile! It's a real thing! And it's mine! It's him! It's 8-year-old Kanin's favorite Pokemon, my first ever Pokemon, the Pokemon that started my obsession with Pokemon. This shiny Totodile on the screen means so much more than you could possibly imagine. It doesn't just mean that the 24-hour challenge is over. It doesn't just mean we found over 2 boxes of shiny Pokemon throughout this video. This shiny Totodile is the culmination of over 20 years of Pokemon obsession. And here I am, years later, having my own kid, still playing Pokemon, still absolutely obsessed with Pokemon. I started shiny hunting 3 years ago, and I could not be any more excited to finally catch this Pokemon. I've met so many amazing people because of Pokemon. I've done so many incredible things because of Pokemon. And it's all thanks to this one single Pokemon. You may laugh at a grown man who cries over a Pokemon, but inside that grown man is a boy who never gave up on his dreams and his love for Pokemon. There you have it. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys want to see more shiny hunting shenanigans, be sure to hit that video over there. I'm exhausted. I'm a little choked up. But go check that video out over there. It's a fantastic video. We had a lot of fun with that one. I might not cry in that one, but there's a lot of laughs over there. Why are you still here? I know Totodile looks great, but seriously, click that video. Get out of here.